cruelest thing you've ever done. I destroyed my best friend's marriage and ruined his career because he got the life I deserve. My best friend Jake and I grew up together. Same neighborhood, same schools, same dreams of becoming doctors. The difference? His parents were both surgeons who paid for everything. Mine were janitors who worked 3 jobs just to keep the lights on. We both applied to medical school. I had better grades, better MCAT scores, better everything. Jake had his parents' alumni connections and a $50,000 donation to the school. Guess who got in? I ended up at a state school for biology while Jake went to Johns Hopkins. I watched him coast through medical school posting Instagram stories of his fancy apartment and study abroad trips while I worked nights at a gas station to afford textbooks. After graduation, Jake landed a prestigious residency at Mass General. I was substitute teaching biology and living with my parents at 26. But here's the thing. Jake was terrible at medicine. Always had been. In college, I basically carried him through organic chemistry and biochemistry. I knew he'd struggle, so I did something that would haunt me forever. I started helping him again. Jake would call me panicked about cases, and I'd walk him through diagnoses. I'd research rare conditions for him, help him prepare presentations, even ghostwrite his research papers. He'd Venmo me $200 here and there, acting like he was doing me a favor. "You're so good at this stuff, man," he'd say. "You should have been the doctor." The irony was killing me. After residency, Jake got hired at the most prestigious hospital in the city. 6-figure salary, beautiful house, married a pharmaceutical heiress he met at a medical conference. Their engagement announcement went viral because she was some Instagram influencer doctor. Meanwhile, I was 30, still living at home, watching the life I should have had through Jake's social media. That's when I decided to take it all away from him. I started documenting everything. Every time Jake called me for help, I recorded the conversation. Every research paper I ghost wrote, I kept copies. Every diagnosis I gave him, I documented with timestamps. Then I created a fake patient case. I told Jake about this complex case I'd heard about, a rare combination of symptoms that mimicked 3 different conditions. I gave him all the wrong information on purpose, making it sound like a simple diagnosis when it was actually incredibly dangerous. Jake presented my fake case at the hospital's weekly grand rounds, diagnosing it exactly as I'd told him to. The attending physicians were horrified. In front of 50 doctors, Jake confidently recommended treatment that would have killed the patient. But there was no patient, it was all made up. When the chief of medicine asked Jake to explain his reasoning, he fell apart. Couldn't answer basic questions about the case because he'd never actually understood it, just repeated what I told him. I leaked everything that same day. I sent the recordings, research papers, and documentation to the hospital's ethics board, the state medical board, and 3 medical journals. I proved that Jake had been practicing medicine with diagnoses provided by someone without a medical license. The story exploded. Fake doctor exposed after years of ghost diagnoses. Jake became the poster child for privilege in medicine. He lost his medical license within a month. The hospital fired him and banned him from ever working there again. The medical journals retracted his papers. His wife left him when the scandal broke, taking half their assets in the divorce. But I wasn't done. I had kept detailed records of every diagnosis Jake had made using my help over 5 years. Hundreds of patients whose treatments were essentially prescribed by a substitute biology teacher. I anonymously sent this information to medical malpractice lawyers across the state. Within 6 months, Jake was facing 47 separate malpractice lawsuits totaling $23 million. Even though most patients had recovered fine, the lawyers argued that diagnoses made with unlicensed help constituted medical fraud. Jake's parents had to sell their practice to help pay legal fees. His wife's influencer career collapsed when people connected her to the scandal. Even his brother, also a doctor, lost patients because of the family name. Jake called me one last time before changing his number. He was crying, saying he didn't understand how everything fell apart so quickly. He asked if I knew who could have exposed him. "I have no idea, man," I said, "but whoever did it probably thought you didn't deserve what you had." 6 months later, I saw Jake working at a Home Depot. He'd gained 60 pounds, looked 10 years older,